As pollution is increasing in Delhi, toxic foam was seen floating on Yamuna River in the Kalindi Kunj area. The Delhi government is now all set to hold emergency meetings to address this pollution crisis, which seems to be a recurring issue during winter year on year. Strategy now to monitor 13 hotspots through the green war room that's set up by the Delhi government today. Several AQI meters in Delhi, including those in Anand Vihar, Alipur, Bawana and Burari Crossing, have entered the very poor category.
What you see around me is something which none of the people will actually believe till the time they don't see it with their own eyes. This is the pristine Yamuna. Just 2% of the entire Yamuna flows between Okla till Kalindi Kunj. That's the place where I'm standing, and just look at the pollution that's taking place. What's even more staggering is the amount of money which has been spent. Close to 6,000 crore rupees over the past 5 years have been spent on various projects to clean this Yamuna. This is a froth which actually can become very, very dangerous if people take a dip in it, or if by any chance they come in contact with this contaminated water. The Delhi Jal Board, that's one of the most prominent bodies that looks after the cleaning of Yamuna, and they too have spent staggering 2,000 crore rupees. That's the amount which has been spent. That's what they claim they have been spending over the past many years. In fact, if we speak about the central government and the state government, then all of them combined, from Namami Gange to Clean Yamuna, Project 3, there have been a lot of projects which have been launched and money has been continuously spent. But the big question is, where is the money going? Because just one look around and you'll be able to see how polluted Yamuna actually is. Now, this is a froth which is toxic. You cannot even touch it, and dare you just come in contact with the water, it will definitely lead to diseases. Questions are now being raised. What's happening to the national capital? On one side, the air pollution is increasing, and on the other side, what you see around me is the polluted Yamuna. With camera person Alok, this is Aishwarya Paliwal reporting for India Today.
मैं इस वक्त यमुना नदी में मौजूद हूँ। ऐसा यहाँ पर प्रतीत हो रहा है कि हम इस वक्त बादलों के बीच में हैं। पूरा ये सफ़ेद चादर जो दिखाई पड़ रही है, ये यमुना नदी में पॉल्यूशन का झाग है। यानी कि ये झाग पूरा आपको इस जगह जो दिखाई पड़ रहा है, इसके चलते पूरा यमुना नदी इस वक्त प्रदूषित दिखाई पड़ रही है। जानकार ये मानते हैं कि फास्फेट और नाइट्रेट के कंटेंट जो हैं वो इस जल में पड़ने के चलते जब यहाँ पर पानी गिरता है तो उसकी वजह से ये झाग इतना ज़्यादा हो गया है। लेकिन यमुना जिस तरीके से इस वक्त मैली है, उससे साफ जाहिर हो रहा है कि आम लोग जो इस पानी का इस्तेमाल करते हैं उनको बीमारी हो सकती है।
We are in the middle of October and Delhi's air quality index has already, on a stage where it could actually enter the very poor category. It is happening possibly because of the cases of farm fires happening in northern India. But at this point, when Delhi government is actually claiming and different other agencies are claiming they are working on war footing to tackle with the pollution situation, this is a smog tower located at Connaught Place, near Connaught Place on Baba Khadak Singh Marg, and you can see it continues to remain dysfunctional. It's not working on a day when the AQI in the national capital is around 293. At least in the morning on Friday, it was around 293. And several of the Delhi's pockets such as Anand Vihar, Alipur, these are the hotspots which had already touched the very poor category. So the opposition parties are now questioning the Aam Aadmi Party-led Delhi government as to why the smog towers are not working, and on the other side, the Delhi government is about to hold another emergency meeting to tackle the pollution crisis unfolding in the national capital. With video journalist Lokendra Pandey, this is Amit Bhardwaj reporting for India Today from Delhi.
आज जितने हॉट स्पॉट्स हैं उसके लिए विशेष कार्य योजना जो है बनाने के लिए जितने हॉट स्पॉट्स हैं उनके जितने लोकल अधिकारी हैं, जो सेंट्रल अधिकारी हैं, उन सभी लोगों की मीटिंग 1 बजे दिल्ली सचिवालय में बुलाई गई है। हम तो प्लान तैयार कर रहे हैं, हम तो कुछ कर रहे हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकारें तो सो रही हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में भाजपा की सरकार सो रही है, हरियाणा में भाजपा की सरकार सो रही है, राजस्थान में भाजपा की सरकार सो रही है, केंद्र में भाजपा की सरकार सो रही है। तो भाजपा की सरकारें तो सो रही हैं, हम कम से कम सक्रिय होकर के प्रयास तो कर रहे हैं।
Let me cut across to Aishwarya Paliwal. She's in fact joining us live right from that epicenter in Yamuna, where that frothing has really shocked viewers. Now, Aishwarya, over to you. What we see there is certainly worrying me, and I'm worried for you as well. You're right in the center of that froth. I hope your eyes are not burning.
Well, let me tell you, Nabila, it really is dangerous. That's the word that I would like to use for anyone who's staying in the vicinity, and if there is anyone in whose house this polluted water is reaching, then it really is a thing that we all should be worrying about. And we just heard, the Aam Aadmi Party leader almost now saying that the governments of Haryana, the governments of Uttar Pradesh are not doing anything. So the blame game has begun, Nabila. That's what we are understanding at the moment. And, come next week, you will see as the air pollution will start deteriorating, as we will have that thick smog in the air, we will see that this also will become a big issue. For as far as the eye can go, Nabila, all that I can see is that this is froth, and this is pollution. When the pollution levels are so high that, it becomes impossible for the river to clean itself, that's when we see this kind of froth now taking place. So very dangerous. The blame game has begun, and the crores of rupees, Nabila, which have been spent, almost every budget, the Delhi police, the Delhi government keeps a budget aside to clean Yamuna. So that is something which at the moment, everyone is questioning for. What's happening to all the meetings? The blame game will begin, but at the end of the day, year after year, we have similar images coming to the fore. The Yamuna is so dirty now, Nabila, that the froth is toxic, it is polluted.
Right. Aishwarya, as we're looking at this tragic images, where we also hear that the Aam Aadmi Party right now is swinging into action to try and come up with a committee meeting quickly to solve this issue. Do we know on what concrete steps that the government is taking at this point? We're looking at winter setting in. In barely a few weeks, the situation only will peak.
Well, just barely a few weeks away, maybe next week we will see the froth also increasing. We will see the air deteriorating. The big question everyone now is asking, Nabila, this is not some forsaken remote area that we are speaking about. This is the capital of our country. This is the national capital. And a lot of experts are now pointing fingers, saying what's happening to the money. Every year the allocation is being done. And it's not just one agency, Nabila. Let me tell you, the Delhi Jal Board. There are various other agencies. There are simultaneous projects which are going on. Phase 3 of the Clean Yamuna, as we are speaking, Nabila, that project is on. But you do not see any kind of cleanliness drive. That's more worrying. And that also is pointing towards the fact that we do see the pollution rising. We are seeing what's happening to Yamuna. But all that is happening on the political front is blame game. It is the Aam Aadmi Party which is blaming the central government. The central government saying we have already allocated the funds to you, close to 7,000 crore rupees over the past 5 years. It's no small amount, Nabila. It's a huge amount that is being spent to clean Yamuna. And this is what we are seeing. This is the kind of cleanliness drive that we are seeing taking place across Yamuna. Almost 0-0. We don't see any kind of cleanliness drive taking place.
Terrible.
And what we are seeing is this toxic, polluted froth which can actually lead.
Aishwarya, please get out of there safely. And thank you very much for bringing us that report right from the epicenter.